If I haven't answered your email or texted you back or gotten any sleep, it's because of Fortnite. It's not a baby game. We here at the Max's Dumpster Dive channel, we're not babies. We like big boy games where you shoot people and you spend adult money to do TikTok dances as Thanos. And you get a number one victory royale. And anyways, that's not the point. The point is that it's completely taken over my life and I feel like it's the beginning of the end. Everybody's always talking about metaverse this and Web3 that and legs and Walmart land. But what about Fortnite? Everybody always leaves it out of the Web3 conversation, but I don't see anywhere else you can go to an Ariana Grande concert as Mr. Beast or watch free episodes of Dragon Ball on your PlayStation. I can't wrap my head around why I'm so obsessed with this game, but I'm more interested in finding out how we got here. When Fortnite came out in 2017, and even when it started development in 2011, there wasn't a plan to turn it into the enterprise it is today. So on today's episode of YouTube, I'm going to teach you the ins and outs of video games, the secrets of the industry, and how to make it in show business, kid. So if you want to learn more, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon. Let's start the video. So all of this stuff, this wasn't the plan. Originally, it was supposed to be a spooky zombie game called Fortnite Save the World. And it was going to be like Left 4 Dead and Minecraft. But then out of nowhere, this little game called PUBG came out and everybody was like, what? Wow. So Epic, who just sold 40% of their company to Tencent to make live service games, they were like, what if we just did that instead? So 6 months after PUBG released, they took their silly little Minecraft zombie game and turned it into Minecraft Battle Royale. And like, it's just PUBG, except with wood plank and iron plank and diamond plank. Most of the time when somebody sees something cool and they put Minecraft in it, it doesn't really fly. But if you took Minecraft and you added Loot Llama and Dance Move and Little Umbrella, then you're cooking with gas. When Fortnite came out, I was like this. But now, after hundreds of hours, I'm like this. I have no idea how Zoomers do this well, shooting people with DMR and drinking Chug Jug. But it makes it completely impossible to play the original mode without your Game Shark or like 20 Adderalls or something. So all of this is cool and all, but where did this stuff come from? There were collabs like this one and that one that were definitely popular, but I feel like the moment that broke the mold can be traced back to this. The Travis Scott Fortnite performance. It was in the middle of his sellout period where he was just doing everything. You could go get your Travis Scott burger and your Travis Scott Nikes and go home to watch the Travis Scott concert in Fortnite with Ninja. I'll get really into it when they put out a funny pickaxe that's the Balenciaga shoe with a little stick on it. And then I won't touch it for 6 months until they put Mr. Beast in Fortnite. And like, I need that. Give it to me now. Give it to me. I really need a victory royale with Jimmy. Like right now, please. It brought all these new eyes to Fortnite, whether they were ironic or not, and it led to over 45 million views. So you could squat up with the boys and listen to Sicko Mode and Goosebumps and SDP Interlude. But then you stick around and you realize this is cringe, but it's also silly and goofy and good. It's really, really good. I fell out of Fortnite when everyone got really good at building and you would just be la 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 running around, and then all of a sudden somebody's built a house around you and they've taken your wife and they kill you and they Gangnam Style on your corpse. But then they did this really cool thing where they realized nobody plays PUBG anymore and they could just kind of take out the building and just make it exactly PUBG. And no one would really care, right? Like no one really cares. They just took out literally the only barrier to entry. It's the only thing that made their game different than the rest. Originally, it was a publicity stunt. Epic was like, hey, look at us. We're a real game. We're for real gamers now. Come back. Come play us now, please. And they took out the silly Minecraft part and introduced zero build. And I see that announcement and I'm like, whoa. And finally, I could ruin a 14-year-old's 30 minutes of screen time as the Green Goblin, and I could Dance Monkey TikTok dance on them without them building this thing. So instead of this, it's this now. And I know that these guys are probably bots, and I know that this is a baby game. Don't tell earlier me. But I feel like it's the perfect game for me. I can just sit down on my little boy couch and open my little boy chest and get my little victory royale, and I can Thanos snap, and that's enough for me. I don't think Fortnite would be nearly as successful if it wasn't a good game. And sure, at their core, they might not be reinventing the wheel, but the constant updates and these battle passes and this little hammer they put in that flings you across the map makes everything feel fresh. Like, sure, you still hop on the battle bus, you still run away from the storm, but last season you could turn into a silver ball. And this is why Fortnite works. Sure, it might be silly to shoot John Cena in the head and do a little dab, but the core gameplay loop works. Would I still play if they got rid of the microtransactions and the V-Bucks and the little costumes? I don't know, but both parts work so well together, they just create something in gaming that we've never seen before. Licensing in video games isn't a new thing, it's been around for years. And incorporating licensed properties into existing video games isn't new either. You could shoot the Demogorgon in Dead by Daylight, or you could play as Eleven in Smite, or you could hang out with Noah Schnapp in Walmart Land. And I'm realizing now there's a lot of Stranger Things stuff in gaming, like do we really want this? Is there really the audience for this? Regardless, as a kid, I would have never thought that you could play as a Marvel character and a DC character in the same game. Fortnite's pretty much just turned into Ready Player One, where it takes a bunch of stuff you like and mashes it together into this nostalgia bait. But it doesn't take itself too seriously, and that's why it works. You can play as Darth Vader in so many video games. He's one of the most menacing characters in pop culture. You can't make Darth Vader do TikTok dances in every game, and that's what makes Fortnite special. I don't have a fancy setup like all of these YouTubers, and I don't have an Elgato or whatever, so I'm just gonna record this in my living room and I'm gonna green screen it because I think that might look funny, but it might look bad, so maybe this part of the video isn't good. I don't know, I'm new to this, who cares, whatever. The audience retention isn't that good on this anyways, so no one's probably gonna see it. All right, the video's gonna start again now, so yeah. So before Fortnite was in my life, I would just lay awake, rolling around, tossing and turning, just like a little worm in bed. And I would just ponder the age-old question, who would win Travis Scott versus the Kid Laroi? Or like in a battle or whatever. But then finally my prayers were answered. I prayed to the sicko mode gods. I prayed to the stay statues. Do people even like Kid Laroi like this? And then finally some guy named Palm answered my prayers. And gaming was changed forever with the release of Travis Scott versus Kid Laroi Team Deathmatch Kill Streaks Elimination Save. This is my favorite. So I boot up the game to see if Travis Scott is going to use his McDonald burger or if Kid Laroi is going to use his without you move. I don't know. But then you go in and you're like, wait a second, I'm Thanos from before. I'm not Travis Scott. I'm not the Kid Laroi. And then you realize it's some pointless shovelware team deathmatch type beat. And it has nothing to do with either artist. It's like clickbait for Fortnite. So it's like clickbait. But then you say to yourself, because your girlfriend went to bed because she was tired of you coming in 95th place for the millionth time, they can't all be like this, right? Surely Breaking Bad gun game can't be the same as Travis Scott versus the Kid Laroi Team Deathmatch Kill Streaks Elimination Save, right? Surely we'll do science and throw the pizza on the roof and look for the fly, right? Surely that'll be the case, right? I really just don't see the appeal. And every time I booted up one of these, there were always players. People were choosing Breaking Bad gun game over the real Fortnite mode, and the real Fortnite mode isn't even the real Fortnite mode. Okay, bye. This is the end of the green screen part. Other max now. Other max time. Here we go. I know that there's a market for this though. Roblox is pretty much exclusively these custom maps riddled with copyright infringement. My problem lies in the fact that everybody was complaining about how bad Walmart Land is and about how there's nothing to do and about how it's so phoned in, but like, is it? Or is it just on par with everything else? Like, they're all like this. I feel like Walmart Land is just on par with every other creative experience on any one of these games. Fortnite marketed this Kid Laroi concert so hard it was literally on the PlayStation homepage. But it wasn't even made by Epic. It was made by Alliance Studios and Team Atomic. They're these two developers that just market brands in Fortnite creative. This looks cool. It's what we've come to expect when a major artist is partnering with a major game like Fortnite. Even Lil Nas X's Roblox concert looked good. So what's happening here? Why is he just on these little screens? Why are you fighting a big dog? Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe everybody knows about Kid Leroy's big dog. Maybe the fans are the big dogs. Ooh, ooh. It all just feels so thrown together. You can tell that this was made with the same stuff as this. And if this is where things are heading, I feel like it's a bad sign for what's to come. Fortnite, at least for me, works because it juggles being ironic and being good. It's fun to play as normal guy and shoot other normal guys, but it's way better to be the Hulk and shoot normal guys. And sure, not every collaboration's going to make sense. And not every collaboration's going to be good. Do I think that Fortnite working with Christopher Nolan to premiere a trailer of Tenet, a movie he said you literally had to experience in a movie theater, so he released it in the height of COVID. Does this make sense? No, I don't think that the crossover between high concept science fiction and ninja is that big. I think the wins outweigh the fails though. Fortnite's Dragon Ball collaboration is really cool. Disintegrating kids with a giant laser beam from across the map feels great. I love it. I really, really hope that there's more of this, but I'm sure that there's going to be more of the Kid Leroy stuff. It seems like it was so much easier to put together and so much more cost effective. And with the amount of people that are watching these events, it only makes sense that Fortnite would try to make as many as possible. With events like the Travis Scott and Ariana Grande concerts, you can tell that this was made by a team and there's love and care put into it. But I honestly think that this isn't where things are heading. Regardless, I love going into the shop and seeing what new skins they're going to put out. And I've spent way more money than I'd care to admit, but being able to do the Savage dance as the Xenomorph from Alien, I mean, come on, give me your last 4 digits, give me your mom's maiden name, give me your security code. I need it. So yeah, I'm a Fortnite gamer. I game. I go to Tilted Towers. I emote. I thank the bus driver. What's it to ya? Okay.